Since the end of World War II, NGOs have played an increasing role in international development. But some countries use NGOs to export so-called Western democracy and even instigate color revolutions, leading to social unrest, economic recession, and even civil wars.
我觉得 NGO 绝对是很多是非常好的，而且有人是非常善良的。但是有多少的国家为了他的国家的利益，他透过去利用这些 NGO 来完成他的一个政治的梦想。
Evidence indicates some NGOs have been active in providing support for those creating social unrest in Hong Kong for more than 4 months, such as the notorious National Endowment for Democracy in the United States. Founded in 1983, NED is well known for its meddling in the internal affairs and political elections of numerous foreign countries. NED supplies funds and training to selected groups to support the so-called democratic movements. It claims to be a private, non-profit foundation. But records show NED is funded mostly by U.S. Congress appropriations.
They also have funded millions of dollars of programs through the National Endowment for Democracy to help democracy in Hong Kong.
The NED has spent $10.64 million in funding various projects in Hong Kong. The Hong Kong Confederation of Trade Unions maintains close relations with NED. Since July of this year, HKCTU has organized over 80 major anti-government strikes in the city, contributing to a serious decline in tourism, hotels, retail sales, and other industries.
There's nothing more urgent than this one, the building.
I have no doubt that there are foreign hands in this trouble. I see this as another of these color-coded revolutions.
With billions of dollars of personal wealth, American financial predator George Soros spreads U.S. ideologies and values around the world through his Open Society foundations.
You, during the revolutions of 1989, funded a lot of dissident activity, civil society groups in Eastern Europe, in Poland, the Czech Republic. Are you doing similar things in Ukraine?
I set up a foundation in Ukraine before Ukraine became independent of Russia. And the foundation has been functioning ever since. And it played an important part in events now.
George Soros has shown a particular disposition toward undermining China, and recently was selling short Hong Kong securities during the ongoing riots.
索罗斯一直对98年做空香港大败心有不甘，此番再借暴乱卷土重来。
OSF provided funds to the International Bar Association, which honored Hong Kong separatists Martin Lee and Margaret Ng for contributions to human rights. Other NGOs, such as UN Watch and Human Rights Foundation, have provided platforms for Hong Kong separatists to spread their inflammatory rhetoric.
Last month, 2 million people walked in peaceful protests. Police shot rubber bullets and 150 tear gas bombs against unarmed protesters.
Denise Ho was invited by the HRF and UN Watch to speak at United Nations Human Rights Council. Local NGOs, such as the Hong Kong Council of Social Service, have publicly condoned the street violence and also provided food and overnight shelter to the rioters who had caused untold damage in the city. The U.S. Research Institute, the Ron Paul Institute for Peace and Prosperity, published an article. It clearly pointed out Hong Kong's riots were set off in concert by the U.S. government and major NGOs. These organizations are merely a representative sample of the groups active in promoting Hong Kong dissent. About 50 local Hong Kong NGOs and over 100 overseas NGOs have been shown to be involved in fomenting the city's current unrest. Are they helping or hurting Hong Kong?